This year's Women's Royal Rumble is always going to be looked at as the first Women's Royal Rumble. It is going to either be the new start of a new tradition, or you're going to be seeing what a lot of people are predicting is going to be the largest, biggest clusterfuck of all time, where no one wants to see this match ever again. As of this time, WWE has 18 competitors from Raw as well as SmackDown that have been signed up to compete in this year's Royal Rumble, led by, the names of like Asuka, Bayley, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, the Riot Squad. There's lots of big names in this match from people just of Raw or SmackDown, but the rules have always sort of been put out there that there is going to be 30 competitors in this Women's Royal Rumble. I know that with Raw 25, we saw a lot of names come back from the past. We saw Michelle McCool, we saw Trish Stratus, we saw Kelly. These are all a lot of names that we could see involved in this match, but there's only 18 girls named to be going in this. I know that there's going to be a few girls who get the call up from NXT to be involved in this match. I would not be surprised if we see like Billie Kay or we see Aaliyah. On a side note, how cool is it going to be able to see somebody from the YWC, Aaliyah, that started here with Chick Kick, be involved in that first Royal Rumble match? I honestly think that's going to be awesome. You want to be throwing out names like Ember Moon. You want to be throwing out names like Kairi Sane, the winner of the first ever WWE Network Women's Tournament that went down. There's a lot of other girls from NXT that's going to be out there, but still, with 30 names, you got to be filling these holes. Names that were involved with the women's tournament, I'm sure, are going to be out there. Somebody like Molly Holly is a former name from WWE. I'm not sure if she's involved with anything in WWE at the Performance Center or anything like that. But she's somebody that honestly I don't think has ever really lost a step, and could be somebody that gets an entrance, that comes in there, that has a little bit of name value from the Attitude Era. Lita was somebody who was not named. She wasn't even, according to her, invited to be involved at Raw 25, even though she was involved with her picture on the website. Her picture was actually on the event chairs that WWE gave out to the people who attended the show. And according to her, she wasn't there. Lita was somebody that had a big role at the Raw 1000, coming out there with Heath Slater and a bunch of other legends like Vader, Sid, DDP, and other names. Is Lita somebody that we could see run down to the ring one more time? I know that somebody's going to be quick to point out that, she has neck issues and she wouldn't be able to wrestle, but I wouldn't be surprised if they try to use Lita because of the fact that she wasn't on Raw 25. Immediately after the Women's Royal Rumble was named, Trish Stratus gave her congratulations to the people that were going to be wrestling on the show, and I think she put in her tweet that she wanted to know where her gear was. Trish, I don't think has been involved with anything in WWE other than going into the Hall of Fame at WrestleMania 29. Since a match on Monday Night Raw in Toronto, in a tag match with John Cena, I think that was back in 2008. No, well, she wrestled at WrestleMania 27 in that Jersey Shore match where it was Snooki, Trish Stratus, and John Morrison. I do remember that now, going up against Lay Cool and, was it Dolph Ziggler? I think was the other guy. I can't remember who the other guy was in the ring against John Morrison. But I think that honestly, the Women's Royal Rumble is going to have some competitors like Michelle McCool come back. Off the top of my head, I would not be surprised to see some names from NXT fill those spots. Trish Stratus, Lita, Michelle McCool. I think that Molly Holly is somebody that could be involved in there. But when it comes down to it, the big one, I think that somebody who's a surprise entrant in this year's Royal Rumble is going to be the one to win it. I think we're finally going to see somebody like Shayna Baszler come in. And if they even want to go as far, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody like Ronda Rousey wins it. I know that honestly, if Shayna Baszler wins it, it sort of has to kill her NXT run, and I think you don't want to kill it before it really gets started because she's just really started getting down there and kicking some ass and being involved in some matches. I think they want to polish her up to being one of the biggest names in WWE. If she comes out and she wins it, she would immediately be placed in a women's championship match at WrestleMania, which will get the big rub if Ronda doesn't want to actually wrestle at WrestleMania. She could come down and be in her corner. But then you're sort of making the Royal Rumble with the Women's Royal Rumble, have it sort of look like that pre-show Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal to WrestleMania, where, you see somebody like Mojo Rawley get the win, and then it never really materializes in anything. You think about it, Big Show, Mojo Rawley, Cesaro. Where have that Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royals? You got to throw Baron Corbin in there as well. Where did those wins really got those guys, besides for, checks for being on the pay-per-view for the DVD selling with merch sales and things like that? I can't think of much. Ronda to win. That's my bet.